hanging out here in the Volume.com studio and on Volume.com. Hello, Volume.com. Joined right now by a guest, got an artist going to be playing over to the Basement East coming up this evening. We got Max from Wilderado here. Hello.
Hey, what's happening? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, man. So, day before the show, or afternoon before the show, how you feeling right now?
Good. Yeah. Good as I can.
Good as you can.
We were in Chicago last night, so we had a pretty early lobby this morning, and did about 7 hours of driving. Got to Nashville 40 minutes ago. Caught an Uber.
And had to come straight here and deal with this guy.
Oh, no, I get to. This is cool.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. Let's give him a sample. You want to play a little song for us?
Sure.
All right.
I wish I had a stone to throw at something real, a treasure of my own so I could feel. I dropped an anchor in the sand and watched it drag on through the sea. The shackles are off my hands, but I ain't free. It's such a lovely shade of blue. Help me down, don't pick me up. Give me something that I can touch. Just a way to hear I loved you all along. The summer came in fast, but it hasn't learned to last. It came to town just to turn you brown, then it passed. And now I'm freezing in my car as I'm driving under the stars. I've been thinking of you like I tend to do in the dark. I guess I never learned to choose. Help me down, don't pick me up. Give me something that I can touch. Just a way to hear I've loved you all along. Help me down, don't pick me up. Give my hands a bit of luck. Just a way to hear I love you while you're gone. Help me down, don't pick me up. Give me something that I can touch. Just a way to hear I've loved you all along. Help me down, don't pick me up. Give my hands a bit of luck. Just a way to hear I love you while you're gone. I need a way to hear I love you while you're gone.
All right, we are live here in the Volume.com studio on Lightning 100. Max from Wilderado here. Tell us the name of that one again.
Help Me Down.
Help Me Down, and that's going to be, I would imagine, maybe one of the songs that'll be played tonight when you go see Wilderado live over at the Basement East. You've been on the road for a couple of weeks now. You're getting close to the end of this run, aren't you?
Yeah, getting close. I think I'll be home Monday night.
Yeah, right. How's it been going?
It's been going good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to see a lot of sellouts, a lot of bigger venues.
Nothing wrong with
what
that.
You want, yeah.
They're getting bigger and fuller.
Bigger and fuller.
Nothing wrong with that, man. So I know you released a little earlier this year. You've just done another version of In Between, which is a song that you've done, but it's a Wilderado song, and you've gone back and done it with another artist, with Ken Pomeroy. Is that right? That version of that song is really cool.
Thank you.
I like that. What kind of brought around the redoing it?
I think just meeting her.
Okay.
I wanted to hear her sing it, and then I thought it'd be cool to just do a version featuring some more Tulsa musicians.
Yeah.
And get some steel on there.
Yeah. All right, because we do have Tulsa in the house today, right?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Right on. Are you still in Tulsa? You still in that part of
Tulsa.
Right
That's where
on.
the family is. Grew up.
Right on. That's so you're like born and bred Tulsa guy.
Oh, yeah.
Right on. That's so cool. The album, you put out a live album earlier this year, I believe, right? And you did something with the live album that I kind of wish that more people would do. Is it's not, live at this specific venue. You've gone in and there's like versions of the songs from different cities throughout the tour, the run that you recorded that on. I love that approach to a live album. That's so cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Why would any specific reason behind that?
I think we just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was, we kind of realized we had recordings from a whole year of shows. So there was no one spot that we thought we should do a live record at. It was more so just picking our favorites, and then also just kind of some of our favorite nights.
Yeah. How hard is that when you decide to make the live album out of an entire run or whatever, then trying to go through? I would imagine that's kind of challenging, finding the best version of this song.
I specifically requested having nothing to do with it.
Okay.
And I didn't. Yeah, I mean it's a lot just hearing yourself in general. So I don't think I don't think I could have handled having to hear myself that much.
You don't think so?
So Tyler, the guitar player in the band, he took it upon himself and kind of did all that legwork. He and our front of house, Davis McCoy.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Hewitt mixed it here in Nashville.
And it's a great sounding record, too.
I think it sounds really cool.
I've spent some time with it, getting ready to hang out with you. And I went through it, and it sounds really good.
Yeah, well, I mean, anything that Ryan does, I mean, he's a legend. He knows exactly what he's doing. We've got a good relationship with him, so he just nailed it.
Right on. Hanging out here with Max from Wilderado on Lightning 100 in the Volume.com studio before a show tonight over at the Basement East. I know you had a couple bands that went out with you. Who's opening the show up tonight?
Sego.
Sego?
S-E-G-O.
Big fans?
Oh, man. Very cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're very, very cool.
And then I know a baseball game is going to be opening, is going to be there this evening as well, too. You do something, and I really like the way you approach music because, it's not just like releasing a single. And I was, again, going through and getting ready to hang out. You do a lot of like remixes of stuff, and there's a lot of like live versions and acoustic versions of stuff. I really appreciate the way, you don't just put out one song. You kind of get all these different insights and different versions into a lot of the Wilderado songs. And that's kind of like the live album. I kind of wish more artists would do that. It's so cool the way you guys put all the different versions out.
Yeah, well, I think it's just something we have fun doing.
Yeah.
I think we kind of just stumbled upon doing that, and it actually worked out really great too. It's fun to hear people's approach to your own tune, and then also it's been pretty beneficial. I mean, it's just more music to put out.
I think it was Surefire? I think I listened to maybe like 3 or 4 different versions of it.
I feel like we had so many of those. And then we did another one, Take Some Time.
Yeah.
That had a bunch too.
Yeah, well, they're all really good, and they're all widely available. I'd recommend spend some time with that Wilderado catalog. You're talking about having fun. How much fun is it to meet Pauly Shore?
Yeah, you did do some digging.
I did some digging. I would, having grown up in the 90s, I saw them like, wait a minute, that's Pauly Shore.
Yeah. I mean, we're no strangers to him. We grew up on his films.
Yeah.
It was really cool. But we've been chatting with him for a year, so it's kind of like, it was cool to meet him after speaking, and it was very strange, when you sit with somebody you've seen so much on the screen. But he was really sweet, man. He was tender, and we kind of talked about taking care of ourselves on the road. You know what I mean? He was, but he was very Pauly. He was funny and had us cracking up.
He's one of those, as you get older and you kind of look back on things a little differently. I realize now that he was just really good at playing that character.
Oh man,
he was whatever being amazing at being the Weasel is. That was him.
He's the character, yeah. And he's you can tell though he's smart.
Yeah. Well, I think he also is at the Comedy Store. I think that his family started, does he run it now? He still has something to do with it.
He said he's not managerial, but he is involved.
Okay,
this is the answer.
That's cool. We're talking about music and Pauly Shore with Max from Wilderado here on Lightning 100.
Man, you got a great voice.
Well, thank you very much. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Did you?
That's what did it, man. Started young. Of course, the sad part is I'm 19 years old now, and look at me. It's terrible.
Yeah, well, you're handsome, too.
Well, thank you very much. I work on that. Rolled out of bed with his hair. It's crazy. You guys do some really fun merch. And I know, do you still do merch that maybe you only find out about if you go to the shows?
Correct, yeah, or can only get at shows.
Yeah.
The drummer, Justin, designs it all, and then Tyler has been kind of hand-stitching old vintage sweatshirts.
I saw that with the kind of the cursive sort of design
so
there.
there's a cool shop in Tulsa called The Racks, and we started kind of getting some sweatshirt hookups from them. So we'll go pick up sweatshirts, and then he'll stitch them. I mean, straight up in the van tonight because they go so fast.
Yeah, I bet. That's a cool thing to do, though. Do you still have the Danny Dorado shirts?
I think we do. Yeah, but
awesome.
things are starting to go low.
I would imagine. Of course, you have your chance to help that merch get even lower tonight.
Yeah, come get some merch.
There you go. Come get some merch. Maybe some music. You know. Speaking of which, you wanna play something else for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna play another old one for you.
All right.
I found myself sitting on the water again, talking about love to a cigarette. Both of us burning down while the smoke goes on to rest. Friends all tell me I should get away, but I'm having no feelings like I should stay. How can I just up and go when I still feel right here? Well, I ain't been happy since I left you, and I've been traveling around like I said I would, but it ain't right, girl, if it ain't you. The sun come up and he said hello, give me a chance and we can go someplace easy, someplace slow, where we don't have to change. There comes a time when an honest man has to hang up his hat and give his hand to the woman he knows and loves and hope it'll be okay. I ain't been happy since I met you, and I've been traveling around like I said I would, but it ain't right, girl, if it ain't you. I'm gone. I always said I never leave, but I'm wrong. I'm gone. I found myself sitting on the water again, talking about love to a cigarette. Both of us burning down while the smoke goes on to rest.
All right, Lightning 100, and another one, that's Max from Wilderado, hanging out here in the Volume.com studio. Show coming up tonight over at the Basement East. I believe the doors are opening up at 7. I think I saw that earlier.
That would add up.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
7, and then we play 9:45. I think it would probably be like first band at 8.
Okay.
Seiko will be at 8:30. We'll be at 9:45.
So we have just laid out everything. We can't make it any easier for people than to come out and see the
easy.
show.
Yeah, come check us out. We love being in Nashville. We're here for one night only. We'd love to see it.
Go make it count, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about some of the show exclusive merch. I know cold weather is coming. Wilderado has a whole lot of really good looking hoodies. If people want to check out merch, tour dates, get music, all that stuff, where can we find Wilderado?
Wilderado.co.
It's almost too easy, man.
It is. Everything is.
Max, appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
why don't you tell them you were here like 30 minutes later and just go get a few quiet minutes for yourself? Just kind of sneak around Nashville
I'm
for a
going
minute, right?
straight back to sound check.
There you go.